We start this month with a huge Cyber Monday, and we're also celebrating the launch of brand new programs over at Synchronicity University, which includes legendary astrologers like Maurice Fernandez and legends in the making like Key Taylor and Sabrina Monarch, and so much more. All those links are below. It'll be a great month. Enjoy. Hello, fabulous superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2024. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Boy, is this a very special time. And it truly is so special now. Powerful energies are with us, and it starts at the start of the month. And it also is part of the end of the month. One of the notable things this month is that we will start the month on a new moon and end the month on a new moon. And this is the perfect way to set the stage for a brand new year that starts next month. There are going to be new beginnings all around in many areas of life. There are going to be clarities and insights that end up being tremendously valuable to you. The first of the month brings with it a new moon taking place at the foundation of your chart, having to do with the home and the past and your living situation and your family of origin. But the thing is, Mercury is retrograde here as well. I want you to consider some of the key characteristics of this energy. And that is that it is this new moon that is going to be speaking in supreme harmony with Mars. So that brings with it enthusiasm and excitement. And Mars is in the sign just before yours. So it could just feel like the fates are on your side. But then it's also speaking in tension with Neptune in your opposite sign. And that could feel as if what changes you're trying to make on the home front aren't necessarily supported by key alliances in your life. Whether those are romantic, we'll talk about love more specifically in just a bit, or whether those are professional alliances or people who are supposed to represent you. It can feel as if you wish these people were more on your side, or maybe they're the deliverers of some difficult truths that you have to accept as part of whatever it is that you're hoping to change. For all that though, whether it is you're buying, selling, moving, or wanting to attract a new roommate, Mercury's retrograde here. What you think it is and what it actually is could end up being really different. It's up to you to decide how to navigate this time though, and you want to trust your life as well. I would also add, it is in this part of the sky that we find our family of origin. Just wanting to spend more time with family, return to family might be a key characteristic of this time. Another is an understanding of a more personal exploration of your past, of wanting to forgive, wanting to reconcile with your past in some way. Make peace with it in some way. You may be facing some past disappointments that took place there, or just being more honest with yourself about your part in certain disappointments, and it can be hard. That's the thing with squares of Saturn. It's not going to be ideal. And yet, whatever comes forward for you, there's also real steps you can take so that you make yourself okay with what was enough so that you move forward that much more fully, better for it in some way. As we move forward on the 6th of the month, we are going to have Mars officially going retro in the sign just before yours. Boy, is there ever a lot stirring on levels of soul and psyche and spirit for you at this time. So profoundly, so deeply, so undeniably for you now. Now, regardless though, with this part of the sky, I don't think you'll be getting a whole lot of sleep. That seems kind of unlikely. Your sleep might be very restless. It's like you're integrating a lot of things energetically, but can't quite put your finger on them. Now, the other thing with this part of the sky is it has to do with karmic closures. Now, they ultimately are fortunate, right? But with Mars in the moment, they may feel shocking or they may feel irritating in some way. So just pace yourself and be yourself. I like to say that. Allow whatever needs to be, but also focus on your inner world, your inner reality. Direct this energy towards your empowerment in faith, in trust. That's how you strengthen the energy of this time. The following day, on the 7th, we have Neptune going direct in your opposite sign. This has to do with one-on-one alliances and partnerships in your life. Business partners and professional alliances are covered here. And this is you really seeing the truth. It's like with Neptune, we were in a sleep, but we didn't realize it. And then we're sort of shaken awake. And for you, it's going to be about another person, who they actually are in your life and their role in your life and what they bring in terms of what the two of you share for your shared prosperity or not. Some realization is going to come to the surface now. And that could be a game changer for you. It's a very all or nothing energy. As you really see what is, either you're going to realize that this isn't for you, certain alliances are not for you, or you're going to realize that there is something real here where it comes to key alliances that you have. Now, navigating forward, it is on the 15th of the month. We've got a really big day. We've got a full moon, and this full moon happens at the top of your sky, having to do with career, social standing, and life purpose, and a higher, more loving vision for your life. Now, this full moon is close in the sky to Jupiter. So there's blessing here, there's healing. However, it is speaking in tension with Saturn and Neptune, both in your opposite sign. And I see this energy in a few different ways. It may feel like one-on-one alliances are not supportive of where you desire to go. Maybe they can't see the vision or the career goals that you have, or are not supportive of them in some way. It may feel as if one of these people disappoints you in terms of the role that they needed to play, in terms of the goals that you were trying to meet at this time. And so it's up to you to decide how to navigate this energy, but just know that you're thinking really big picture here. You're thinking long term, and you're looking at what's reasonable and not reasonable for you to expect from others. And it could be a game changer now. There might be career-related opportunity that comes up for you. Audition, interview situations, that kind of thing. And just pace yourself at this time, because there is that healing and hopeful energy of Jupiter. That's amazing. But we've got those squares. Let those squares inspire you to put in time, to put in effort. There might be an element of you being aware of what you thought it was and what it actually is being very different, with the aspects playing out to this full moon, with big opportunities you thought would be there. But outside of that, I want you to consider that on the same day Mercury goes direct. This is a really big deal. Mercury direct on the same day speaks so powerfully to seeing things differently, seeing things clearly, and it's going to be rooted in the past. And so what has this person already showed you in the past? What has your past taught you? Maybe it is sort of a moment of clarity you have, courtesy of a family member. These are some possible scenarios, but you are seeing differently here. And it might speak to that higher vision, but this could also be more oriented around what's actually happening with your living situation, for example. All those things that the new moon at the start of the month awakened now become much more obvious and much more clear with Mercury going direct. We end the month with a new moon on the 30th. We are going to have a new moon in fellow Earth sign Capricorn. This is a heart-oriented part of the sky for you, having to do with what you want in your heart of hearts in every area of life. It's fun, joy, what you're passionate about in life, where it is that you seek creative fulfillment is covered here. The children in your life are covered here. Are you feeling like a big kid? Saturn is speaking in harmony with this new moon. And so this is all about connecting to the voice of the heart and understanding what the heart is wanting and making a plan to get you there, being realistic about the steps, but knowing that you can take them and have things go your way. Where it comes to matters of love, we've got big love energy here with Saturn and Neptune in your opposite sign. Such a big part of the lunar events this month. But Neptune going direct is a really big deal. It helps you to see another person more clearly. It's a very all or nothing energy in a way. where you really had it wrong, or you were nearly not generous enough, but you see them differently. And it is at the end of the month, that new moon is romance and flirtation, and what you need to feel loved becomes illuminated. And a lot of it is oriented around what's going to bring a sense of stability, the long term. For those of you open to meeting someone new, well, Neptune going forward is going to help you to feel like you're moving forward from a past situation, most likely. It's going to help you to see more clearly what you had before, but also what disappointed you, what the reality was. Maybe somebody you're interested in, the reality of them might come to the surface now and be a game changer. Again, it's a very all or nothing energy. So either the reality propels you towards them or repels you. Now, regardless, once we get to that new moon at the end of the month, that's really lovely energy for getting your flirt on, connecting with new people while you are enjoying your life. The best potential connections are there. For those of you just starting to date someone, Neptune going forward is a game changer. It's going to help you to see this person differently, more clearly, more honestly, and it's going to help you to find a different understanding of yourself and this connection that you have with them. This is ultimately energy that is about empowering you in the truth, in understanding what's been fantasy, what's been hope, what's been projection, and what's actually there. Even with Mercury retrograde, I think that Mercury retrograde is going to help you to understand your past patterns, how they've contributed to whatever you hoped or thought could be here with this person. And so all or nothing means that either you see things you really love, you realize the reality is so much better, or you see things that you really don't. And that could have you making a choice. The end of the month is flirtatious. It's about dating and enjoying your life. And whether that's with this person or someone else, the joy is there. For those of you in an established bond, well, I think Neptune going direct is going to be the more important energy, because that's going to help you to understand your partner more clearly. Now, where relationships are good, this understanding ultimately brings the two of you closer together, helps you to feel a fresh energy come in, you're on the same page, you appreciate each other that much more. But for those of you who have felt for a while that you might not be in the right relationship for you, that feeling could stir very strongly now. You're seeing the truth of this person and whether or not it's working. And if it isn't, you'll be able to be honest with yourself about that. And that in turn could be a game changer. What you want is what is true, what is real, what is right for you. If that's here with this person, well, you'll have faith to carry forward. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I am going to say I love the energy of, well, I'm going to say that new moon at the end of the month. What a wonderful way to end one year and start another. It is a heart energy, a fun energy. But with Saturn speaking in harmony, you're also thinking about the long term, the long game, and you're thinking about greater possibilities for your life in all kinds of ways to live a life you love that much more. If you are trying to connect with people for love or partnership, well, Saturn in your opposite sign speaking in harmony with this new moon will bring real promising connections into your life. You end up flirting with someone where you see there could be potential and there's this sense of playing the long game, but it's all good because it is about wanting fulfillment on that heart level, but in a way that lasts in every area of life. Whether you get serious about creative pursuits or spending more time with the children in your life, your heart is lit up now. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership Rate over at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com or thefutureismagical.com. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Remember, this is December. We've got lots of giveaways happening over on my website, NadiyaShah.com, and on my social media. So make sure you follow me there. And I look forward to celebrating this last month of December with you. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.